guys, welcome back to another episode of R&D Garage. Today we're working on the Fastback! Yay! I feel like it's been at least 3 or 4 weeks since I've actually managed to do anything with cars, so super excited for today. But first, I want to thank all my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, liking, and commenting, and also sharing my videos. And of course, everybody who's been there since the beginning or joined along the way, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, so this girl has been sitting for about 10 years now, maybe even a little bit more. And so she's got a slight miss to her. In fact, I would go as far as to call her a V7 rather than a V8. Haha. Okay, what we're gonna do is basically check and see if we can find out where the miss is actually coming from. So let's get started. Okay, so the name of the game is looking for leaks, both vacuum and otherwise, in carburetor. So what we're gonna do is basically go from the back, check all the hoses, the vacuum lines, the vacuum cap. We're gonna check the distributor, the carburetor. We're gonna check the distributor and just basically see if maybe it's so easy it's out in the open, but we just never noticed, or maybe it is a little bit hidden. But anyway, that's our first step. Okay guys, Operation Leak time. Okay, but we are checking for leaks. So I don't think we actually filmed it for R&D, but we replaced the booster a little while ago. So this hose here is almost still brand new. What we're doing is feeling to see if they're still pliable or if they're crispy. And like I said, this one still feels good. This hose here, wow, is still really, really pliable. This vacuum hose, which is good. This vacuum cap, on the other hand, is actually, it almost seems like it's one size too big. So, okay, we're gonna come back and check that out. Put it back on there. And so now we're still checking for crispiness, and that actually doesn't feel so crispy. Come to the front here. Oh yeah, this little cap. Yeah, see, this one is actually kind of hard to get off. So that is actually how the vacuum cap is supposed to be fitting over here. So that's good to know. And I gotta stop using words like actually and basically because they're driving me nuts. Okay. So yeah, so far I think my mind is basically on that little vacuum cap over there, but yeah, that's kind of step one. Let's move on. Okay, so I was also thinking maybe carburetor, but the thing with the carburetor is we actually cleaned it out about maybe a little more than a year ago, and it didn't seem to have any issues. So I don't think it's the carburetor. The distributor, you can see, is almost brand new. Yeah, I mean, the plugs are mismatched, but again, they're still really pliable, and I don't think it has anything to do with the ignition either, because that's all been replaced and run through. So I think what we have here is either a vacuum leak or the dreaded internal problem. So, okay, we're doing a little detective work here. Let's move on to the next clue. Okay guys, it's compression test time. So what that entails is me pulling out all the spark plugs and then performing the test on them. So I'm only going to show you how to pull out one, and then we're going to turn off the camera. I'm going to pull out the rest, and then I'll show you how to do the compression test. So since it's the easiest to reach, I'm going to start with number 5 right here. And basically what you do, oh man, I said basically, I'm going to have to start like one of those tip jar things, and every time I see like a buzzword, I have to put like a buck in. So anyway, this is how you pull out a spark plug. So first, pull gently on the spark plug wire. We got that off. And now you'll see it's coming out at an angle. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is put this at an angle and obviously make sure it's on off. And there you go, you hear that click. So obviously you don't wanna just like put it on and then ram trying to, turn it to get it off. You wanna press it firmly down until you hear that quick click, and then you can go ahead, boom, there we go. Okay, let me see if I can pull this out now. And nope, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more. It's been so long since I did one of these guys. Loose. Not quite yet. There we almost out. Let's see. There we go. So obviously you want to twist it. Boom, there's our first spark plug. So I'm gonna go ahead, take out all the rest, and then when I come back, we'll do the test. Okay guys, all the spark plugs are out. And I noticed something immediately with these spark plugs right here. Especially, I'm gonna hold up number 5 and number 7. So what do you guys notice? I noticed right off the bat that the little part in here, this one is still light tan, which is good. This one is completely dark. This one is dry, the spark plug. This one, it's got a little bit of oil. So right away, I know that there's something going on with spark plug 7. So it could be either rings, it could be like something with the valves. At any rate, we know something is fishy, fishy, fishy with spark plug 7. So let's start the compression test. Okay guys, well we're all set up and ready to go. I'm using my OTC compression kit here. It's pretty cool, pretty professional, got all my little adapters. As you can see, this is actually already hooked up to the number 5 spot where the number 5 spark plug used to be, so it's ready to go here. I've pinned open the choke and the throttle, so everything is cool there. You can see I kind of took the distributor apart just a little bit, got all the wires out of the way, and I think we are all set. And I've also gotten this little boost here, which if you, pretty cool. It'll never turn over because obviously it's all pinned down, but having the throttle and the choke pinned down like that is basically like having the gas pedal all the way down. So I think we are good to go. Let's get started. Okay, so another step, have a piece of paper with the spark plug numbers on it. That way you have your pen, you can write down the value, and we're good to go. Okay, couple more safety things before we start. Obviously, there's still fumes in the air, there's gas. You just want to be very, very careful. Maybe have like a fire extinguisher around. That could be a very, very safe thing and good thing to have, which we do. And also do one last check of the engine compartment. Make sure there's no cables in the way of maybe the fan, radiator, any of the belts, just in case. Okay guys, let's do it. So the first thing, like I said, we're gonna test number 5 first. What I'm gonna do is hold this up so you guys can see. I'm gonna take my other hand with the boost thing here. And what you're gonna do is hold this down until you get five like little boops. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but you'll see. It'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On 5, take your finger off the button and write down the value. So let's go ahead and do it. Perfect. Okay, you guys see that? It looks like it's a hair below 120. So I'm gonna go and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put 119 where number 5 is. So that's good right there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take this off and move to the next spark plug. Okay, you guys, so we have all the values here. And you know, none of them are like super low, like 40, which would then give it away. We kind of ranging about 105 to about 125. So back to square one. I think we're actually going to be doing a valve adjustment for the next video because like I said, yeah, it didn't give the kind of information I was hoping we'd get out of this. Like, yes, it is number 7 spark plug and we're good to go. So, okay, next video we'll do the valve adjustment. At any rate, you guys, thank you so much for watching this Fastback video. Thank you so much for subscribing to R&D Garage. We got a bunch of cool stuff coming up and I'm so happy to be working on cars again and making car videos for you guys, although I hope you liked the arcade games because basically all my ear jammers from the track were like, yeah, if you want to throw like a party, we could probably play Tron and all that stuff. So yeah, that's gonna happen. Okay guys, till next time, have a great week.